Hi, my name's Jake Rubin. I'm the founder and CEO of AxonVR, and I'm the inventor of the Axon platform. Axon is the world's first virtual reality system that brings your whole body into the experience. In short, Axon is virtual reality you can feel.
I've done technology development projects for many years, and I really thought I had seen it all. I got a call from Jake, and I got to tell you, I was a little bit skeptical at first because what Jake was describing was a pretty grand vision. When we got into the architecture, though, it was pretty clear that Jake had been doing a lot of thinking about this, and that this is not a 20-year project. This is a 5-year project. This is something that's achievable today. So in setting out to achieve Jake's vision of a truly immersive virtual experience, we had to develop a checklist of what was really necessary. Sight and sound are the first ones.
Luckily for us, companies like Sony, Microsoft, Valve, and Oculus are all working on building head-mounted display devices that allow you to look into a virtual world, to move your head around and see objects in 3D.
And even though that's an amazing experience for anyone who's ever tried that, one of the first inclinations is to want to interact with that virtual environment, to touch it.
The more we thought about it, the more we realized that our vision was more than that. We wanted people to reach out and touch virtual objects, to feel their size, shape, mass, and even texture and temperature. We wanted people to walk around virtual worlds and move freely.
Moving beyond sight and sound, the next item on the checklist is force feedback. Force feedback is the ability to interact with a virtual object as if it existed in the real world.
Our solution for force feedback is a novel, lightweight exoskeleton that can be worn like a piece of clothing. We call this an exosuit.
The exosuit really is the interface between the virtual world and the real world. It's what provides the forces necessary to simulate any virtual environment. Once you have a system that allows you to interact with virtual objects, the next step is literally a step, being able to move around in a virtual environment. Our exosuit can do this. It's not an easy challenge, but it's one we're quite proud of.
Equally important on the software side is our control algorithm that allows for stable locomotion, translating the motions of the user's legs to motions of an avatar's legs in a virtual environment and allowing them to move freely. You can walk naturally, you can step up on objects, you can kick a soccer ball, you can even climb stairs. Now you can reach out and touch an object and feel its force, shape, and size, but what about surface characteristics, texture, temperature? How do you know when you're touching an object, whether it's hot or cold, how the forces are distributed over your skin? We knew we needed to find a solution for truly natural touch.
Our solution is a thin, fabric-like layer that covers the body and provides pixel information for both force and temperature.
This is composed of two key functional layers, a tactile layer and a thermal layer. Imagine that you reach out and touch a virtual object like a rock. The tactile layer is going to be what lets you know the roughness of the rock, the small bumps on the surface, and the fine changes in surface curvature. This is accomplished via a series of small pneumatic actuators. The thermal layer is composed of a series of thin thermal actuators that let you know whether a surface is hot or cold and give you insight into the composition of that material. This is surprisingly important in the feel of an object. It was also critical to us to allow developers to use commercial-grade tools like Unreal Engine, Unity, and other game engines that they're already familiar with to both create new content for our system and even convert existing content to work with Axon. Each of the key technologies we've just shown you is powerful on its own, but it's not until you put them all together that you can really get a fully immersive VR experience.
And putting them together is not easy. It's something we've worked very hard on, it's something we're very proud of, and it's something that's going to make Axon an amazing system.